Here's a question. If you could have unlimited amounts of any resource in Minecraft, what would you choose? Most people say diamonds. Some say netherite. The Galaxy Brain players might say shulker boxes filled with rare items. But what if I told you they're all wrong? What if I told you that Minecraft has accidentally created a perfect laboratory for testing economic theory, and it reveals something profound about what it actually has value, both in-game and in real life? Today we're going to examine Minecraft's economy, talk to some Austrian economists from the 1800s, and figure out what the true most valuable currency is. And fair warning, the answer might change how you play Minecraft and how you actually live your life. Let's dive in. So let's start with the obvious one, diamonds. Diamonds are the currency on most Minecraft servers. If you've ever watched Hermitcraft, you know this. Their entire shopping districts run on diamonds. With efficient strip mining at Y level minus 59 using Fortune 3, you can get about 45 diamonds per hour. That's roughly 1.3 minutes per diamond. So when someone charges you 10 diamonds for something, they're really charging you about 13 minutes of mining time. Now let's talk netherite. On most servers, netherite actually trades for around 20 to 30 diamonds per ingot, not the 4 to 8 you might see quoted in outdated forums. Let me show you why that rate actually makes sense. To get one netherite ingot, you need 4 ancient debris, 4 gold ingots, and a smithing table. Let's calculate the time. Ancient debris, using bed mining, the most efficient method, you average about 2.5 ancient debris per hour. For 4 debris, that equals about 1.6 hours, which is 96 minutes. Gold ingots are very easy to get. We'll call it 10 minutes. Setup and crafting, getting the beds, the traveling, the crafting, it's about 5 minutes. So total time, 111 minutes for one netherite ingot. Now remember, 1 diamond equals 1.3 minutes of time. So in terms of pure mining time, 1 netherite ingot equals 111 minutes divided by 1.3 minutes, or 85 diamonds. But we're not done. Netherite mining is significantly more dangerous than diamond mining. You have constant lava lakes, you have gas shooting at you, you have piglins attacking you, even if you're not wearing gold. Risk of losing all your ancient debris if you die, including all your items beyond the ancient debris. And then you need fire resistance potions, which is sunken cost, or cost time to brew. So you add a conservative 25% risk premium. 85 times 1.25 equals 106 diamonds worth of time and risk. So the actual trading rate of 20 to 30 diamonds per netherite ingot, that's still massively undervalued by about 70%. But here's the thing. Even at a 70% discount, no rational player would sell netherite for 4 to 8 diamonds. The sunk cost is simply too high. Think about it. Would you trade 111 minutes of dangerous nether work for 5 to 10 minutes worth of diamond mining? Of course not. You could just mine diamonds for 20 minutes and get 20 diamonds yourself. Why would you spend 111 minutes to get less? The 20 to 30 diamond rate exists because it's still a discount. Sellers want liquid currency they can spend now, but not an irrational discount, because sellers aren't idiots. But buyers recognize the time value and are willing to pay a premium or a specialization value. Limited demand. After you have a set, you rarely need more. This is the market equilibrium, finding a price both parties find acceptable. But now here's where things get really interesting. What if I told you some players spend 0 time mining? If you've watched Hermitcraft, you've seen Doc M77's World Eaters. You've seen massive industrial farms. You've seen automatic mining systems. These machines can mine thousands of blocks per hour with 0 player input, maybe at most a click of a button. So does this break our time value theory? Does automation make diamonds worthless? Actually, it proves the theory even stronger. Here's a calculation. Manual mining is about 1.3 minutes per diamond forever. Building a tunnel bore, you're planning and gathering materials, so it's about 3 hours. You're building the machine, which is about 5 hours. Testing and debugging, 2 hours. So you have 10 hours or 600 minutes. And mind you, this is more aggressively. That tunnel bore needs to mine 462 diamonds, or 600 divided by 1.3, before it even breaks even on the time invested. But then what? Then it mines forever, while you build, while you explore, while you sleep. You invested 10 hours of time now to eliminate infinite hours of mining time in the future. And this Exact decision is the purest example of Austrian time preference theory you'll ever see. You're sacrificing present time to increase future productivity. You're building capital, a machine that produces value over time. The Austrian economist Eugen von Bond-Warburg literally described economic progress as lengthening the structure of production by investing present resources to increase future output. And that's exactly what a tunnel bore is. And when you share that farm design with the server, when DocM77 posts a tutorial and 10,000 people build his world eater, that's one person's 10-hour investment multiplying across the entire community. But notice what we're still measuring everything in. It's time. Whether it's 1.3 minutes per diamond, 111 minutes per netherite, 600 minutes up front, then free, everything, and I mean everything, is measured in units of time invested. In the 1800s and early 1900s, a group of economics called the Austrian School developed something called time preference theory. Here's a core idea, and it's beautifully simple. People prefer satisfaction sooner rather than later. Think about it. If I offered you $100 today, or $100 in a year, you would take it today. Even if you don't need it right now, you'd still prefer to have it now rather than wait. This isn't just greed, it's a fundamental aspect of human action. The further in the future something is, the less we value it. This is why interest exists in the real world. This is why people save or spend. This is the foundation of all economic value, and Minecraft proves it perfectly. So why are diamonds valuable in Minecraft? Not because they're rare pixels, they're valuable because of the hours of your actual life required to obtain them. Why is netherite worth 4 to 8 diamonds? Because it requires 4 to 8 times more hours to obtain. Why do players trade instead of gathering everything themselves? Because trading lets them get items without spending the time. Why do players spend hours building automated farms? To save time in the future. They're literally investing present time to reduce future time cost. Why are villager trading halls so popular? Because they transform time inefficiently spent mining into time efficiently spent farming pumpkins or sticks, then trading for diamonds. Every single economic decision in Minecraft is actually a calculation about time. When Hermitcraft players notice a price that has a diamond chest at 15 diamonds, they're not pricing pixels, they're pricing the 20 minutes of mining time you saved by not gathering the materials yourself. The server economy isn't a diamond economy, it's a time economy disguised as a diamond economy. So here's my argument. Time is the most valuable currency in Minecraft. Not diamonds, not netherite, not shulker boxes full of totems. Time. Let me prove it with 5 reasons. First, time is non-renewable. Diamonds respawn in loot chests, ancient debris is finite but plentiful, even netherite can be gathered over time. But time? Once you spend an hour mining, that hour is gone, forever. You cannot get it back, you can't find more of it, it's the only resource in Minecraft that truly disappears when used. Second, time is universally scarce. Whether you're on a server of 10 people or 1,000 people, everyone gets the same 24 hours per day. A billionaire in real life and a broke college student both get 86,400 seconds per day. In Minecraft, the player with full netherite and the fresh spawn both have the same 20-minute day-night cycle. Third, you cannot store time. You can store diamonds in a chest, you can put shulker boxes in ender chests, you can stockpile netherite blocks, but you can't save up time in a chest for later. You use it or lose it. Right now, as you're watching this video, you're spending time. You can't pause it and come back later. Well, you can pause the video, but you get the point. Fourth, time determines all other value. Why do you build better tools? To save time. Why do you automate farms? To save times. Why do you use an elytra instead of walking? To save time. Why do you trade instead to gather? To save time. Every item's value is just a proxy for the time it saves or costs. Let me show you what I mean. Player A has 64 diamond blocks, spent 100 hours strip mining to get them. Player B has 20 diamond blocks, but spent 10 hours building a villager trading hall, then traded for the diamonds. Who's actually wealthier? Player B has fewer diamonds, but 90 more hours of their life. They can use those hours to explore, build, play with friends, or literally do anything else. Solomon, the wisest and richest king who ever lived, said it this way: "Better is a handful of quietness than 2 hands full of toil and striving after wind." Player A has 2 hands full of diamonds, but they're striving after wind. Fifth, time is the real PvP. When players fight over resources, they're not really fighting over diamonds, they're fighting over who controls time. Your time, their time, the server's time. Raiding a base isn't about the loot, it's about destroying hundreds of hours of someone else's time investment. Protecting your base isn't about the blocks, it's about protecting your time from being wasted. This is why griefing feels so terrible. It's not about the items, it's about watching your time be destroyed. Let me give you one more example of why time is the ultimate currency, and this one's going to blow your mind. When Hermitcraft's Doc M77 builds a perimeter, literally removing millions of blocks down to bedrock, that's hundreds of hours of work. Why do it? To build industrial scale mob farms that produce unlimited gunpowder, which he can sell for diamonds. That perimeter takes maybe 200 hours of a world eater, or 2,000 plus by hand, which is why nobody does that. The farm then produces resources worth thousands of diamonds over a season. He's trading 200 hours now for thousands of saved hours later. That's literally investing time as capital to generate time savings as returns. And when he lets other hermits use the farm, he's multiplying the value of his 200-hour investment across the entire server. One person's time becomes everyone's time savings. When he posted a tutorial, now 50,000 players build similar farms. His 200 hours just became 10 million hours of value created across the Minecraft community. That is the power of time invested wisely in community, and it's still all measured in time. Now, I know what the skeptics in the comments are thinking, but the Minecraft world is infinite. How can diamonds or netherite be scarce if there's an endless supply of them waiting to be mined? Here's the Austrian response. Availability is not the same as accessibility. Even if the world has 1 trillion diamonds, you only have 2 hands and a limited number of heartbeats. You cannot be in 2 places at once. To get the infinite resources at coordinate X, you have to sacrifice the time it takes to travel there and the time it takes to mine them. In economics, we call this the opportunity cost. Every second you spend mining an infinite resource is a second you cannot spend building a base, hanging out with friends, or living your actual life. The world might be endless, but your time is not. That is why the market still assigns value to items, because they are a shortcut. A diamond isn't just a blue block, it's a voucher for 1.3 minutes of life that you don't have to spend in a dark hole. But here's where Minecraft reveals something even Austrian economists sometimes miss. Community multiplies time's value. See, time alone isn't the complete answer. The most valuable thing in Minecraft is actually time spent in community. Let me explain 3 quick points. 1. Division of labor. When one person mines, one person farms, one person builds industrial redstone machines, everyone's time becomes more valuable. On Hermitcraft, you see this perfectly. Brian doesn't mine, he builds and trades. Doc M77 doesn't gather, he builds industrial farms and sells the output. Now, Mumbo, he automates everything he possibly can. Each person specializes in what they do best and trades for the rest. Doc spends 200 hours building a farm that produces gunpowder. Brian spends 200 hours building a mega base that attracts viewers and diamond donations. Mumbo spends 200 hours on redstone contraptions that saves everyone's time. If each of them tried to do all 3 things themselves, they'd each spend 600 hours for worse results. But specializing, each 200-hour investment is optimized, and they trade with each other. 200 plus 200 plus 200 equals better results than 600 plus 600 plus 600. That's not just addition, that's time multiplication through specialization. 2. Knowledge sharing and capital investment. When Doc posts a World Eater tutorial, his 200 hours of design, testing, and optimization becomes a 10-hour build for everyone else because they don't have to figure it out themselves. One person's capital investment reduces everyone else's future cost. This is exactly what Austrian economics mean by capital accumulation increases productivity. Every automated farm tutorial, every efficient design, every optimization is time invested by one person that saves time for thousands. 3. Shared infrastructure. On servers, when someone builds a community farm or another highway, one person's time investment benefits everyone. A 5-hour project to build a garden farm becomes a 5-hour investment that saves the entire server hundreds of collective hours. And here's a philosophical point. What good are your diamonds if you're playing alone? What good is your netherite armor if there's nobody to show it to, nobody to help, nobody to build with? This is why SMPs are more popular in single player. This is why Hermitcraft has 10 million plus viewers every day. This is why your favorite Minecraft memories are probably with friends. Time alone has value, but time in community, that has exponential value. So, what is the most valuable currency in Minecraft? 1. Time. The foundation of all value, the one true scarcity that cannot be renewed, stored, or escaped. 2. Community. The multiplier that transforms time from valuable into invaluable. Every economic system in Minecraft, whether based on diamonds, emeralds, or netherite, is really just a system for exchanging time. But time alone isn't enough. The richest Minecraft players aren't those with the most diamonds in their ender chest. They're the ones who use their time wisely and do so in community. Think about it. Your best Minecraft memories aren't about the diamonds you found. They're about the first time you beat the Ender Dragon with friends, the massive build project you collaborated on, the prank war that lasted weeks, the moment someone helped you when you died in lava. That's where time's value is maximized. Minecraft is accidentally profound. It's a sandbox where you can test economic theories in real time. It proves Austrian economics right. Time preference drives everything. And it proves something even deeper. We're made for community. Our time has its greatest value when shared with others. Solomon, the guy who literally has everything, wrote this. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. What does man gain by all the toil at which he toils under the sun? He had all the resources, all the diamonds, metaphorically speaking, and he realized it was meaningless. But then he wrote this. There's nothing better for a person than that he should eat and drink and find enjoyment in his toil. Enjoy your time in Minecraft, use it wisely, share it with others. Your Minecraft base might despawn, your items might be lost in lava, the server might reset, but the time you invested building with friends, helping others, creating something meaningful together, that echoes beyond the server. The most valuable currency in Minecraft is the same as the most valuable currency in life.